makes life so easy for Real Sociedad.
Do you expect there to be a change in this game in terms of who we might be able to see personnel-wise? We know that on the bench for Real Sociedad particularly, you've got the likes of Carlos Vela who could come on.
Yeah, probably. But it's true that I think they try to play behind the fullbacks, and Juan is this type of player that sees really really well the spaces behind. But I think Xavi Prieto is the player that fits the strikers.
OK, second half, about to get underway. Back to Terry and Rob.
Both sets of players waiting patiently. Real Sociedad will be content with their first half approach to the game. Real Madrid kept things tight, kept it organised. Not a five-star performance from them, but one moment of vision from Ronaldo, fantastically finished by young Mateo Kovacic. Big night for Real Madrid, as they can extend their lead at the top of the table, and of course they do have a game in hand. They've got to play catch-up against Valencia in the coming months after that game was cancelled for their Club World Championship exploits. The word from Zidane and co is to get into the faces of Real Sociedad early on, because they're very much on the front foot. A little slip there by Oyarzabal. In fact, it's a throw into Real Madrid. Ramos. I'm told it's 30 games since Real Madrid failed to win after taking the lead at the Bernabeu. There's Kovacic, he's in great form tonight. There's a little shove there on Zurutuza. Inigo Martinez to Zurutuza, who's cornered by his own flag. It's a dangerous clearance. Raul Navas gets it away. Willian Jose comes a long way back. Now Oyarzabal. Toe-to-toe with Nacho.
Zurutuza almost looks startled and surprised every time he's in possession of the ball that someone's closing him down, and he hasn't got as much time as he thought he would have. Playing away against Real Madrid, and you have to make use of the ball quicker.
This is Canales. Oyarzabal. Zurutuza. There's braver in the 50-50. Now Zaldúa puts his weight behind the cross. Ramos angles it only to Canales, to Oyarzabal. Varane's header. Kevin Rodriguez. Juanmi. Zurutuza. You can see that Real Madrid have got all but Cristiano Ronaldo back behind the ball. I knew that Zidane was a flamboyant French footballer, but in his coaching style there's a touch of the Italianisation at times. He certainly knows how to organise a team to defend. It's given away. That's Toni Kroos to Varane. Danilo. Benzema to Ronaldo. Toni Kroos. Ronaldo points to where he'd like it. Ronaldo gets it where he wants it. And that was a superb textbook tackle from Raul Navas.
Again, another example of Real Madrid, how quick they are in attack.
Flag stays down. Oyarzabal has support if he can make the pass, but it's a brilliant interception from Rafael Varane. Danilo clears the ball. Danger doesn't go away. Mendes shot is blocked by Casemiro. We know that Spanish football has style and panache, but this is a good old-fashioned January slog.
I don't think the ball's going to outplay for at least 3 minutes, and it's chaos.
Well, a high-energy game. Zurutuza just slows it down. Ionende to Juanmi. Canales. Rodriguez cuts it back in, hit the ball blindly. We'll get the second attempt at it. Well, in a sense, Danilo sliding to the ground, corner.
Again, a fault of Real Sociedad. They all go for the cutback. No one gets himself in the 6-yard box. The options are pretty limited in the end for Kevin Rodriguez. He's So they're all looking for the cutback. Someone needed to get in the 6-yard box, get across the goalkeeper, let him drive it straight across goal.
Danilo's header. It was a horrible clash of heads off the ball there. There's a free kick given as Nacho was thrown to the ground by Raul Neves.
You can see Real Madrid in the counter-attack.
That was perfection.
Yep. Always a risk when you go to ground as a central defender, especially against a player such as Ronaldo. Absolutely spot on. Raul Neves.
Toni Kroos to Kovacic. Precise. Cristiano Ronaldo, head down. Perfect finish from Cristiano Ronaldo. He's leading Real Madrid way ahead of the others in La Liga.
It's been a chaotic start to the second half, but it suits Real Madrid. Want to go toe-to-toe, attack against attack. They'll take that when they get the space. Couldn't have fallen to a better player. Ronaldo, one-on-one against the goalkeeper. Makes no mistake with the finish. And suddenly, the space opened up, the gap opened up. The ball was slipped through. It's Kovacic assisting Ronaldo on this occasion. As Geronimo Rulli comes roaring out his goal, comes tearing out. Kind of makes up Ronaldo's mind. For a player like Ronaldo, it's a straightforward finish. Get your foot under it, dink it over the goalkeeper. As soon as he left his boot, he knew it was in the back of the net. And a commanding, convincing lead now for Real Madrid.
Well, every team wants a 20-goal-a-season striker. That's his 20th goal of the season. This is a man who has set himself a target of 50 goals a season in the last half a dozen campaigns, and he's reached it in all of them.
Going at it, weren't they, both teams, for the next goal of the game. You see the despair amongst the Real Sociedad players, and coming to this game with a little bit of belief with the players that Real Madrid have missing, that they could get something out of this game. I think the attacking third, they've lacked genuine belief that they can score the goals.
His celebration was interesting as well, wasn't he? He was playing to the gallery. Some of that gallery in recent weeks have not been fully appreciative, he feels, of his talents.
Yep, I think it was an ongoing argument between him and the supporters in the first half of the game.
There's certainly a mutual appreciation between Kovacic and Ronaldo. They've been the brains behind the 2 goals. It's bright the mood at the Bernabeu as well.
It was a gift, wasn't it, when you look at the space that they afforded Real Madrid. Kovacic was quick again to drive forward, look to play the ball forward, run with the ball forward. It was a really good pass to release Ronaldo. Far too much space. Real Sociedad allowed Cristiano Ronaldo 1 against 1. He didn't miss.
It's interesting, isn't it? The Real Sociedad keeper, Geronimo Rulli, hasn't yet made a save in the game, but has seen the ball whipped past him on 2 occasions. Zaldo, Canales.
I agree with Paco, though. Paco said at half-time about Xavi Prieto not starting the game. I'm really surprised. Also argue a case for Carlos Vela as well.
Vela has been playing through the pain in recent weeks. Prieto has been a regular this season, and his record against Real Madrid is incredible. He scored 9 goals against them in his career. It may be a case of the thoroughbred has bolted.
Yeah, and maybe just the one player that probably did have genuine belief and confidence that he could compete at this level with Real Madrid.
Gets that ball by Varane. Oyarzábal picks it up. Willian Jose. Canales. Oyarzábal. Toni Kroos. More certain with his pass. There's Ronaldo. Ronaldo weaves past one. And then, well, I think he's offering his apology to Benzema, because it was a weak pass from Ronaldo. The move has so much promise. Inigo Martinez. Wanmi. Oyathabal, great ball. Cuts out Danilo. Wanmi, stopped by Danilo.
Again, Rob, a poor run from Willian Jose. The ball was going to be driven across the box. He goes towards the ball, he makes a cutback. He doesn't get himself in the best position to get the end of a cross and score a goal. There's been a few occasions tonight, isn't it, where Real Sociedad got behind the defence, got to the byline. That's his job as the centre forward.
Chase with Martinez to Geronimo Rui. Zalduo. It's a long haul now for Real Sociedad. 10 minutes gone in the second half, and their coach Eusebio is going to make a double change. Well, as predicted at half-time, Xavi Prieto is definitely one of the two that's going to be coming on. And it looks as though it's Carlos Vela who is stripped and ready for action as well. To attack 90 players. Oyathabal lies the challenge of Ramos. Casemiro comes across. That has been an unfashionable style of player for Real Madrid over the year, but Zidane is making full use of the defensive talents of Casemiro. There will be time for change as we see the Ronaldo finish again from the 360-degree camera.
Certainly, the goalkeeper does commit himself very early, doesn't he? Again, he's roaring out his goal at a real fast pace. Ronaldo opted for the dink over the goalkeeper. There's a number of things he could have done. The goalkeeper was fully committed, sold himself pretty early, really.
Prieto will come on and try and make things happen in midfield. Carlos Vela is the diamond of the team, the Mexican international. He has been nursing an injury recently, so Eusebio felt he wanted to get 90 minutes out of him. There's a question of did he give him the first 60 or the last 30, and he's opted for the second option. Jose is somewhat drifted through the game, so Vela has taken his position as the leader of the strike line. They play, I suppose, now without a recognised centre forward.
They're going with pace, aren't they? That's the option that Eusebio has chosen to go with for the remainder of the game.
Prieto has taken over the playmaking role of Oyathabal, which I must say is a surprise to me, Terry. I thought Canales would have been the favoured option. Benzema. Toni Kroos. Kovacic. Danilo. Casemiro. In from the wing is Nacho. And he despairs because he'd seen the spot. He got into the position, and then his confidence let him down.
It's about 9-year players, Rob, and Nacho knows that Carlos Vela is not the wisest when it comes to defending. Maybe it's not wise for the goalkeeper to roar out his goal and couldn't commit himself, show his hand too early. Ronaldo gratefully just chips it over him.
Cristiano Ronaldo's name up in lights again. Seems to always score against Real Sociedad. Casemiro, no room for error. If you're a midfield player, that was almost artistic, that tackle, Terry.
Yeah, they do. Players do enjoy this slide challenge when he gets the first touch. So quite fortunate, Vela just doesn't lift it over him. Could have hurdled the challenge. Could have been an on goal there. It was all or nothing challenge from Casemiro.
Carlos Vela's corner. Ramos takes charge. Charged down by Vasquez.
They played quicker, haven't they, in the second half, Real Madrid? It was evident in the opening minutes of the second half, the second period, and you imagine that Zidane wanted to see his team more offensive in order to defend the one-goal lead, go out and get the second goal, press high up the pitch, work harder from the front. That's exactly what they've done.
Aragon, Real Madrid in control at the Estadio Bernabeu. Canales. Rodriguez. Mende. Navas. Ramos takes a little bit of a gamble, then it kind of works out for him. Prieto. Sousa. Xavi Prieto. Carlos Vela. Mende. There's Casemiro. Lazy ball from the Brazilian. Sousa. Seems like the instructions given by Zidane to his players just to sit back, to conserve a little bit of energy here. Maybe get Real Sociedad to take a risk or two. And then to counter-attack at swift speed. Easy for Ramos.
It's just about managing the game though, Rob, isn't it? They can sit back, contain. Real Sociedad not providing too much of a threat, and then this happens.
Yeah, they gamble players forward. Here is Benzema. Benzema desperate for a goal. He's not going to get it like that. They show far too much of the football to Raul Navas. Benzema's only scored one La Liga goal since the back end of October. It's a lovely little turn from Carlos Vela. He can't shake off Nacho, though. Prieto. Kroos. He's had an eye-catching game, the central defender. Navas, this was a challenge a second ago, and he stops Benzema in his tracks very easily. Zidane making a great show of offering support to his fellow Frenchman.
It's certainly admirable that Zidane does show support to Benzema, a player that served Real Madrid well over the years, but it's also fair and to say that he has genuine competition for his place in Alvaro Morata. There's been talk of Morata being slightly restless, that he's not getting enough playing time. After returning back to the club from Juventus.
Kovacic. Toni Kroos. Kovacic caught in possession. Digs in though, takes it off Wanmi's toe. Of course, it is the turnaround of the La Liga season, and the clubs play the opponents in exactly the same order as they did in the first half of the season. The next three games: Celta, Osasuna and Espanyol for Real Madrid. And Real Madrid won all three of those, and of course the opener against Real Sociedad on the opening night of the season. Morata is going to get some game time. I believe that his people have been talking to Zidane's people this week to try to persuade them to get him on the centre stage. even suggestions that Antonio Conte, his former manager at Juventus, may have him on the radar if his centre-forward was heading, say, to the Far East.
You see Real Sociedad having lots of possession, not really making the most of it due to the disciplined nature now from Real Madrid.
Casemiro, Karim Benzema. Here's Vasquez. Benzema turns, but the defending was good. The referee saw that as Benzema illegally turning his man. He always thinks that when Morata's standing on the touchline, these numbers are about to be up. And he's right. Rarely goes the full 90 minutes, Karim Benzema. And he done so on a couple of occasions this season. I'm interested to see what the reaction of the supporters is. It's largely supportive of a striker who's going through a rough patch in front of goal in La Liga. We see what the manager thinks. And Alvaro Morata is going to be given 25 minutes of playing time. He has waiting with 9 goals this season, Morata, though. He has had little time on the field as Benzema has established himself alongside Cristiano Ronaldo.
Certainly a dilemma for Zidane, as they've got 2 top-class strikers. Trying to keep them happy. And of course, the big clubs around Europe will certainly be interested in either of them.
Clumsy challenge from Ramos. The referee felt that he had made an exaggeration of it. Inigo Martinez. Yamende. Carlos Vela. Real Sociedad will be aware there was a couple of late goals from Sevilla a couple of weeks ago that surprised Real Madrid. Knocked them off the blocks. Great ball from Vela. Rodriguez to Wambi. Danilo clears quickly. Yamende. Morata straight onto things. Ronaldo is alongside him. Morata. Now Ronaldo. Morata's at the far post. Ronaldo tried to find him in a well-marked penalty area. Benzema watches from the shadows as Morata stakes a claim for the position alongside Ronaldo. Could be a few weeks yet before we see Gareth Bale back. Not enough there, Terry?
No, I think Wambi was went down a little bit too easy. Wasn't the wisest challenge though from Ramos, getting as tight as he did. Certainly bumps into Wambi.
There's Nacho. Hurdles Raul Neves. I think the referee's interpretation of that is the ball was not within playing distance. That's a free kick.
How high does he hurdle? Nacho will argue it. He doesn't have to jump the challenge. He could have easily made contact with Navas there, then it would have been a foul. In fact, he loses balance by trying to jump. I'd suggest should have been the free kick, should have been given to Real Madrid.
There's Wambi. Vela. Prieto. Canales. Kovacic drives through the gears as well. And it's a flamboyant fall from the midfielder as he hits Inigo Martinez, who was booked early in the game. And he committed himself to the ball. The referee gives the free kick. And the free kick is against the Real Madrid man, I believe. It was a heart-in-mouth moment, wasn't it, for Inigo Martinez?
Certainly was, as the referee has given the free kick to Real Sociedad. Trading a very dangerous line. I think the first yellow card for Inigo Martinez was harsh. His first challenge, routine challenge in the L's, and his arm was raised against Ronaldo. No real force. Kovacic at full speed. Perhaps the referee has taken that into account. It was just a straightforward collision.
Well, on his La Liga debut, Kevin Rodriguez receives a yellow card for that tangle with Vasquez. Little kick out.
Yeah, that was
such a petulance, wasn't it?
Yeah, the referee did see it. He will spot that.
Still explaining his decision, previous decision to Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, you think he has to deliver the ball in there, Ronaldo, rather than go direct to goal. Wouldn't favour a right footer unless he's going to put a banana curl with the outside of the right foot. Rui has to prepare with that anyway, and he's built a three-man wall.
I'm certainly considered going with the extra man, just in case Ronaldo does let fly direct to goal.
Well, the eyes are training on Sergio Ramos, who's waiting at the penalty spot. It's all a play from Ronaldo. Ronaldo flips it in, it's over Ramos, but behind him is Morata, waiting in an offside position.
Close but correct. Ramos and Morata in the offside position, breaking free of the defence just a fraction of a second too early.
A cleverly disguised pass by Cristiano Ronaldo, and a fine finish by Morata. It came down to the tightest of margins. Oh, his ball given away by the goalkeeper Rui. A dreadful pass by him, and Vasquez can't punish Rui. And just for the record, he's still a Manchester City goalkeeper, by the way. I did check.
The deputy of Maldonado club. Spent millions over the years, but none of the players have ever played for them. That's for another day. It's foolish they're asking for him to trust his ability to run put on the pressure.
He thought it was coming a minute ago, Inigo Martinez. It's coming now. His second yellow card of the game. And he does get to walk the plank. And with him goes any chance of Real Sociedad getting anything out of this game. Missed the ball. Hit the player. There's no real defence counsel for that, is there?
Ridiculous decision from a good player. He's played well tonight. You cannot afford that. Just got away with one. Just to recklessly go across and wildly lash out in an attempt to win the ball. In all fairness to him, he was far too late. That was an obvious yellow.
That's a huge gap that he's left in the Real Sociedad defence as well. His fourth career red card. Tony Cruz. And he comes and captures the ball. Getting back to him, he was a Manchester City player for a couple of weeks in the summer after he signed from Maldonado, and he's officially still on loan to Real Sociedad. Until it's a complicated deal, a lot of the criteria to make the move here full-time has been met, and It may just be a case of rubber stamping it in the winter transfer window. Keep an eye on that about 5 to midnight on Tuesday night. I don't understand these things, Terry. It may be that he doesn't reach the criteria, Rui, to actually play in the English Premier League. He's been in the Argentina squad a few times, but hasn't got a full cap. Oh, right under the crossbar. An excellent take by Keylor Navas.
He's done okay, isn't he, youngster? Rodriguez, the left back, I think the back four in general. Been decent tonight for Real Sociedad.
On the theme, you know, it was Navas who almost came to Manchester United a couple of transfer windows back, wasn't it? Remember that?
Chaotic summer with the fax machine. And
yeah, he was going to come, and David De Gea was going to go to Madrid, but for the archaic fax machine in the Real Madrid offices. There's Vasquez. Good defending by Kevin Rodriguez.
Doesn't appear to be any contact with an opposing player there. Ronaldo grimaces in pain.
Toni Kroos steals the ball. Morata makes his move. Kovacic is available and plays it back. Comes to nothing. There's certainly room for improvement from Real Madrid. Ramos has gone charging crazily upfield. Carlos Vela. There's an off the ball challenge there by Vasquez. A yellow card for the Real Madrid attacker. All part of a day's work.
Yeah, and it was a clear yellow card. I'm not sure why he's complaining. He does well to get away. Vasquez doesn't allow that to continue.
Well, a standing ovation for Mateo Kovacic. And he came in for 35 million euros from Inter Milan. They were buying promise, they were buying talent. And is beginning to flourish under Zinedine Zidane. His first La Liga goal for the club was a vital one tonight. After 38 minutes, Isco is his replacement. And Granero comes on to face his former team. Esteban Granero was a Real Madrid player for 3 years. Almost 100 games in their colours. Canales, another former Real Madrid man, is the player he's replaced.
Yep, confirmation there that the Real Madrid player just leaning in an offside position. As was Morata.
Do you think when they do bring in video technology for the referee's assistance, even that 360 camera, which our Spanish director has had the luxury of tonight? Of course, in Spain, as we found out this morning, there still isn't the goal line technology, which is the talking point in La Liga after Barca had a goal ruled out today. No such controversy tonight.
It really was an excellent performance from Kovacic tonight. His all-round game was top class, but there was an end product as well, wasn't there? Scoring the first goal, making the second for Ronaldo.
Sergio Ramos. Toni Kroos. And Morata. Let's go to Casemiro. Cruz. Flighted pass towards Ronaldo. Mendes moved from midfield to fill the gap vacated by the dismissed Inigo Martinez. Ramos.
Still working hard, the Real Madrid players, two there. Morata and Lucas Vazquez closing down. Still work to do.
Well, it's the distinction as well, isn't it, of Zidane as the manager. Two players there who have come through the Real Madrid system, as has Casemiro, as has Nacho. Kovacic was signed for a big fee, but signed as a young player. And he, in many ways, has changed the mentality of the club from signing the finished product, the must-have player. Changed the president's habits as well. Casemiro a little strong-handed in this challenge.
Certainly, Danny Carvajal would come into that category as well, wouldn't he?
Asensio on the bench tonight, Mariano, and another youngster in Achraf, who has been promoted from the B team to with the big boys this evening. Very exciting, attacking right full-back midfield player.
Certainly no Willian Jose now. Inigo Martinez, it should be slightly easier now for Real Madrid to defend the set piece.
They defend very deep, almost on the keeper's toes. Ronero flies it in. Navas nips it out of the air. Ronaldo. Danilo. To Vazquez. Readjusts, puts in a great ball. And that's what he does, Morata. Give him a game and he'll give you a goal.
Well, we need the clock on this one from end to end. Poor free kick given in by Granero. Cannot afford just to chip it into the goalkeeper's hands and allow him to distribute the ball quickly within 10 seconds. Geronimo Rulli is picking the ball out the back of the net. So swift. Danilo plays a huge part in this game. His enthusiasm to get forward. Lucas Vazquez, as always, willing to work hard. Morata gets up alongside. It's a great cross from Lucas Vazquez. Morata with a smart finish at the far post. Not just enough to head it goalwards and hope for the best. Rudi's getting across as best as he can. The accuracy from the header from Morata gives him no chance. Down low. Excellent attacking play from Real Madrid.
Well, there is a popularity contest at the Bernabeu at the moment between this man Morata, homebred, and Karim Benzema, who has been irregular in recent weeks. Just to contrast it, Morata is now ahead of Benzema in the scoring charts. He's scored 6 La Liga goals in his 14 appearances. Benzema has scored 5 and he's played 1 game more.
6 La Liga goals puts him alongside the second top scorer now, which is Sergio Ramos.
Third and final change, and he does deserve recognition. Lucas Vazquez, you have those players at the club that sell hundreds of thousands of shirts. He is one of the labourers in the team. Hardly a skilled labourer, it has to be said. But whenever Zidane picks him, he comes up with the results. And he's 41 games he's played for Real Madrid now. He's only ever been on the losing team on 1 occasion. And the final few minutes for Asensio to get some match sharpness. Danilo lost his man then. He's fortunate that Navas was tiptoeing off his line. Asensio's been desperate to get a game. I believe he played at left back, didn't he, in the Copa del Rey midweek against Celta de Vigo. It's Morata. to Ronaldo. Trademark quick movement from Cristiano Ronaldo, and he ran into Real Navas in the eyes of the referee. About 10 men. Real Sociedad tiring now.
It's debatable, isn't it? He cuts inside. His next movement is going to be towards the ball. He's taken out by Real Navas.
I think Real Navas knew exactly what he was doing then, didn't he? Was that handball? Referee saw nothing wrong with that. It's Prieto. Lazy pass by him. Uncertain from Casemiro. Real Madrid have been sharing the goals around. With Kovacic, it now makes it 22 different scorers this season in all competitions. 17 different players have gone on the score sheet in La Liga. Juanmi, Carlos Vela with a disappointing cross.
Yep, that's been typical of the attacking play from Real Sociedad. Here we go. I'm looking at the clock. To 6 seconds. Danilo moves the ball out wide to Vasquez. It's about 12 seconds into end stuff. 4 or 5 Real Madrid players attacking. Quality on the fast attack as well.
I suspect with those two finishes, one which counted, one which didn't, Morata may just have won himself a place in the team for the next 2 games, Terry.
I think Zidane has gone out of his way, hasn't he, to encourage Benzema. Benzema will argue that he did the heavy lifting to get Real Madrid into a winning position. Didn't score a goal. Certainly now there's no Copa del Rey for Real Madrid. It does make it a little bit more difficult for Zidane to choose between the two.
Coming up in a couple of weeks, of course, the Champions League. Napoli at home first for Real. Sergio Ramos looked at the defeat against Celta this week. Rationally, he said it makes it easier now. They'd rather go out at this stage and lose in the semi-final, lose in the final. And it gives them some breathing space as they are looking for the devil of the double, shall I say, for the Champions League and the Spanish title. Here's the move again.
It's Ronaldo at the start, isn't it? Makes up the mind of Catalan. Now has to bowl the ball out quickly. Danilo makes up the ground. Vasquez on the overlap. It's a really good cross as well.
And that's where it started, in the goalkeeper's gloves.
It starts with Esteban Granero, who's chipping it up helpfully into the goalkeeper's arms. No pressure.
This is for the Real Madrid centre half on the left wing. Closing down, giving to Danilo. And just playing out time. Fans like what they're seeing. I don't think it's going to be the white handkerchiefs this evening that we saw even when they beat Malaga in the last home game.
Well, they've done what's been asked, haven't they? Real Sociedad would have come into this game with a little bit of belief with the players missing for Real Madrid. They could do some damage. I have to be honest, they've played like a team, Real Sociedad, that don't win in this stadium very often, don't win against Real Madrid very often. They've been resilient at the back to a certain degree. Mendy was working hard in midfield, but didn't have the quality in attack to trouble Real Madrid.
Great ball in. Ronaldo's offside. All the celebrations. Well, he took it in his stride and took the linesman's flag in his stride as well. Yes, he was, quite clearly.
You see him almost crossing the finishing line ahead of the Sociedad defenders there as he gets across the 18-yard box. Asensio showing good skills.
It's a great point you made, the history between these two clubs. Real Madrid have now won 8 in a row at home against Real Sociedad. And they've scored 3 goals in 9 out of the last 11 games against Real Sociedad as well. So if you want to guess the score on these, look at the historical trends. And Morata scored against them before in his first spell at the club in a 4-0 win. Mission complete for Real Madrid. They're going to be 4 points ahead of Barcelona and Sevilla, and they have that game in the back pocket against Valencia. We're back tomorrow night. No, we've got Valencia on Monday night.
Yep. Wait till Las Palmas to round up the weekend's fixtures.
It's an improving Valencia team at the moment. This is a Real Madrid side which is in its stride. They slip up a couple of weeks ago against Sevilla. Only defeat of the La Liga season. This will be win number 13 in game number 19 for Real Madrid. Improvement on last season. They're 6 points better off going into this round of games than they were last year. Toni Kroos can't find Ronaldo. Zaldua. Now Prieto. Carlos Vela has options. Slows it down and allows Real Madrid to crowd their penalty area. We want the final attack. Morata brings some pace to the team, quickens the game. Now Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a hunger in there. Comes to Isco. Dancing feet from Isco. Now Ronaldo. Toni Kroos. Five-second summary, Terry.
Yep, job done for Real Madrid. I think they played well. It was all about getting the result. After the early results today, after the disappointment of going out in the Copa del Rey, it's been a good response from Zidane and his team. He can be pleased with it. Tonight's efforts.
Well, all has gone well for Real Madrid. Kovacic given the lead early in the game in the 38th minute after a great ball by Cristiano Ronaldo. Clean sheet for that man. Keylor Navas on his 100th appearance. Casemiro keeping things tight in midfield. Ronaldo got the 1 goal. Morata came on and he got the 3rd goal with what a striker loves to score, a diving header. Ultimately, they were playing against 10 men with Inigo Martinez sent off. But they're creating a gap at the top of the table. They've beaten Real Sociedad by 3 goals to 0.
We will show you that table in just a moment. 5 meetings in a row that Real Madrid have beaten Real Sociedad, and they've won the last 14 out of 16 against Eusebio Sacristan's side. So